Okay, so we'll call the TRC meeting for Thursday, April 4th, 2024 to order. This meeting is being recorded. We'll open with everyone had an opportunity to approve the minutes, and if so, I take a motion to accept those minutes.
So moved.
Second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Our first and only case today is case number BP-24-104914 19085 Tamarack Road. It's zoned L1. This is for demolition of a barn and cabin. We have Mr. Kyle Elliott present. Can you just tell us just briefly about it?
Yes, so the homeowner, Kevin and Tina Hawk, are looking to raise the barns. There's a large barn, a silo, and then a smaller one coming off to the north side of the large barn. Then there's a separate cabin that's kind of deteriorated as well, but those would all come down. They're repurposing the large part of the main barn, the company that's taking it down. So it's all coming down by hand, no equipment or anything of that nature, just soil or anything of that being disturbed as they remove that. Then we would build the new home to the north side, a little bit of where the silo is. And I'm not sure if you've even seen, but we do have the plot plan that shows the existing buildings and then as well where the new home would be. And then in this end here then, and I know your board does a great job of that. It's always worried about erosion and things of that nature. In our drawing here on the plot plan where the highlight is, that would all be erosion control fencing, silt fencing all along the lake and back up the north side to the Harris's to encapsulate where we'd have our septic system as well. All the other soil would be undisturbed.
Can I take a look?
Yes, sir. And this is for your guys' copy there as well. But in there, in a nutshell, it's an overview of our plot plan. So this is to the north,
Okay.
right here. And so there's a large barn right here in the aerial view. The road is right here. This is Tamarack.
Okay.
And then it'll come up and make a turn. And as it heads west, that's 19th Road.
Okay.
So this here is to the north. We have a neighbor right here, Bill and Robin Harris. And that's the property line there. And then there's a property line on the south end. And then this, just a little bit further, is the lake line here. So we would have put silt fencing all the way around and encapsulate all that area. And correct. Now, this all slopes this way. So the road here is higher than where we're actually at. So
I haven't been able to take a chance to
Sure.
go out there.
Sure.
I usually do.
So this area here would be the new gravel drive here, the horseshoe, and then there's would be the new home right there. And that new home is 1,332 square foot with a walkout face. Yeah.
Changing the elevation on that home.
We're going to be about, we haven't shot it completely, but we're looking about 16 inches above grade from the road.
Below that road.
Correct.
No,
Yes.
That's one question
The
I
house
have.
isn't gonna be as big as the barn.
Yeah, no, yeah, there's a lot of barn coming out compared to when you see the size of the house. So the house will not have a garage to it. They're going to use that detached thing, and then across the road is their other home, and they're just parking out in their driveways. So there won't be an attached garage. And then I do have, if you want to look at the drawings, elevations, if you need that as well.
Are we just doing a demolition? Or we're gonna do the demolition and the,
This is just for the demolition.
okay.
It'll be separate.
So
From
just
the
like
start of
that,
it.
yeah,
That was my
Right, yes, yes, and yes, they have applied for their permit. Now, I guess my question while the board is here and I'm before the board is, will the permit, is that ran through you guys then for our permitting for the building permit?
It's gonna be ran the same way. It's gonna go through the county system.
Okay, and so my homeowner has applied for that and sent in all that very drawing. They've sent in all the elevations, floor plans, all of that, but I wasn't sure if that had to come back to the town of Culver.
That's why I asked.
Yeah, I think it has to come back to the.
It will.
There'll be another TRC
Yeah.
Okay,
for the new house.
Now
That's why I asked.
right, and that's what I'm wondering. So when could we schedule that?
Next week,
What's that?
next week we have.
Okay.
I think
So the 11th, I know you had one scheduled, but with Columbus here. I'm not
11th is
sure.
regular schedule.
Okay.
When I looked at the permit today, it wasn't complete yet.
Okay.
The application wasn't.
Okay, and
I
we
don't
can
think
talk
it was.
later on that. I might ask you then what we need there, because that was our next question. Was, we've submitted, I believe, all of our drawings that they had asked for. The only one we didn't was that erosion control, showing it on the plot plan.
Yeah, that's all you have to do is upload that.
Okay, okay,
That should satisfy that. Would go through the
Okay.
county. So
okay,
county planning manager
okay,
is going to look at
right,
it. Setbacks aren't an issue at all with
right.
this.
Yeah, everything was plenty good there and well and septic, and we already have the septic permit.
You have a
Or-
drainage plan, a formal drainage plan?
Well, and that's what I guess I need to figure out from your board or from the county when as far as the drainage of the property, it's
Is
just
it gonna
kind
be
of
by
following the
surface?
same
It's gonna be by
system.
surface.
Yes, by surface, yes. Everything would be surface and it would maintain.
Downspouts, things like that.
Correct. We'd have the downspouts on the house, but our drainage is actually going to be less than what's there now.
Good.
Because there's a lot less barn roof and, tremendous amount. So we're only
You're
looking
gonna
at 13.
increase your pervious.
Exactly. Our pervious will jump tremendous from what we have right now.
I just want to make sure, if you're gonna pipe all the way to the lake.
No,
what's over-
no.
But if you're gonna go by surface.
Correct. Everything would be surface there for sure. Yeah, we're not taking anything to the lake at all. And once there's some brush and while we're gonna do some clearing in there, that's where the erosion fence down at the water will protect anything as we scrub that out, and then we'll seed all that. All of that will be grass back in there. Several hardwoods still in there that are good, but a lot of scrub trees and brush that they want to clean out on that lakeside, and then we can seed everything then.
You're across the road from the lake, right?
We are on the west side of the lake.
Yeah.
Yes,
On the west side of the lake.
west side of the lake, east side of the road.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
You go east side of it.
Yes, so is,
Mhm.
yes, so the road runs north-south, Tamarack
Yeah.
does, and we are building on the east side of it, and then the lake is further to the east.
There's
from
an
where we are.
existing old white house up on the west
Mhm.
side.
You know where
Yeah.
Bill and Rhonda Harris live?
No,
So as you shoot off at the cemetery here,
yeah,
it goes around and just makes a 90-degree turn,
yeah,
and it'll turn again to a 90 and continue south. We're gonna be right on the left-hand side
okay.
is where it is. And like I say, once you make that turn, that second turn, heading south on Tamarack, you'll see the large barns there.
Does anybody have any other questions?
Not for me.
And this is for the demolition part?
Yes, sir.
Motion approved.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
All right,
Aye. Motion carries. When we're done here, I'll sign off on that.
Okay.
We'll close here in just a minute or two,
Yeah.
and we can look at the permit.
Okay, great.
Any other business?
Not for me.
No, sir.
we're just monkeying around, monkey business.
Motion to adjourn.
I'll move that
So
adjournment.
move.
All right, I'll second his.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Guys, I really appreciate you guys taking time out of your schedule for this.
Just appreciate